Hi, this is Angus Campbell here. It's Friday the 27th of September and I'm at Cadwell Park in Lincolnshire for firstly on this Friday a classic track day, and then over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it's the final meeting of the British Historic Racing Motorcycle Club run by the Vintage Club here at Cadwell Park, which is a pilgrimage every September for the last weekend of the year. So at the moment you can see the Rocket 3 is actually in the back of a van. Might get it out today. I'm not booked in for a track day. I've just brought it along to possibly ride some roads in Lincolnshire. As I'm originally a Lincolnshire lad, so know the environs of Louth and North Lincolnshire where I was brought up, and so this is always a bit of a pilgrimage for me. So hopefully I'll get some shots over this weekend of any examples of the power set and any interesting bikes that hopefully you'll find interesting too. So let's see what we've got.
Oh, whiffle one out of a stick. I'll tell them.
Which way's your way? That's our way, yeah. The boys do Oldcastle, but we always do rugby, don't we?
Hi guys, and following a few snaps, look what I just picked up to assist with the completion of the Fury SS, and this is the Bandit that I built restored for a friend and finished 2 or 3 years ago. We've just borrowed it back because we want to remove the auto advance mechanism on it to get a pattern made up because they are unique, and also one or two other jobs. Oh yeah, bucket tap it. And there's a couple of jobs that need doing on this as well. So now we've got it back with the kind permission of the owner to borrow it for a little while. hopefully we'll be able to do some additional videos on this to sort of enhance the bits and pieces of a story that we've already got. Is it George?
Yeah.
Ah.
Go ahead. What do you want first? That one's good. The other two we don't put them in. Probably keep up on one. You lay down with them. Go on, eh?
Hi, morning everybody, this is Angus Campbell. Here we are, day 2 of the Classic Track Day stroke Vintage British Historic Racing Motorcycle Club meeting at Cadwell Park, last one of the season for me. Sun's shining, bikes are currently in the van. Already found a couple of interesting bikes, but again we'll pick up some interesting footage hopefully during the day, which I'll tag onto this. Thanks and enjoy. So we've come across this bike at the Vintage Club meeting on the Saturday in their paddock. So Bandit frame stroke rolling chassis with a Triumph 500 engine, in quite a common mod for the number of Bandit frames that were produced, potentially 150 to 200 frames to get out the factory. I don't know whether to tell the poor guy that I've got a real Triumph Bandit in the back of the van, or maybe get it out and put it next to it. Anyway, you'll see there's a note near the front wheel, which I've just blown up on the video for you. Some of that information is incorrect. These frames were never designed by Rob North, although they do bear some resemblance to the Rob North 750 racing frames that were produced for the triples. But it's been confirmed by Rob North several times that he never designed this frame, and it was probably designed by factory personnel. So anyway, an interesting find, nevertheless. Also, you may be aware of another project that the remnants of BSA Triumph and potentially then MVT undertook to put a B50 single in a Triumph Bandit stroke BSA Fury rolling chassis. Here we've got one of the Pontus bikes for today, A65 Lightning. It was built in mid-71, but the engine number starts HE, so definitely built in 71, but obviously done out in 72 colours with the dark red, the bright red, and the UK tank. But it's got the 71 side panel transfer, so I'll do a bit of checking up on that engine number. It's going to be around about July, August, I think, 71 build. Anyway, nice bike. Never seen one of these before in the flesh. One of NBT's last gaffs from the late 70s, 1978-ish 175 Rambler. Assembled in Great Britain but using mostly foreign parts, as you can see. But first one I've ever seen in the flesh. Still one or two about though, and also the BSA variants a little bit later on, rig ends, etc. Anyway, quite interesting. In very good condition. Well, here's an interesting bike. I built a few Tiger Cubs up in my youth in the early days, and this is a beautiful little bike, but it's totally unoriginal really if you look around it. It's done out in a Tiger Cub SL guide. It is, yeah, because you get the audience, yeah. So just to continue, yes, this is for sale at £3,650. If it was original, I'd pay that, but it's a very nice bike. They're built up from bits and pieces. It looks like a Tiger Cub SL frame, but a standard motor, BSA Bantam parts, Mikuni carb, indicators. So a bit of a bitzer, but actually a beautiful little bike. But not for me, I've got too many. Okay, 750 triples waiting for the Rustler BSA, driven by Tim Woolley. This is just a warm-up lap. Haven't seen him yet. There he is. Bottom of Cadwell's mountain. Right, we'll pick it up again when the race starts. Right, here they come. First lap race. Right in front. Okay, that's them all through, just about, except for this tail end who's retiring. The Rustler BSA a little bit behind actually, but Tim Woolley's not very familiar with the bike, but it's good to see it here anyway, and the builder Martin Russell's here too, to watch. Hi, morning. Here we are at Cadwell again, Sunday the 30th September. Very gloomy and not the same atmosphere as yesterday. A few people have gone, but then this lot turned up, and this is the Lincolnshire Poachers Motorcycle Club, and they're a sort of an offshoot of the local AJS Matches Owners Club. But anyway, it's a few interesting bikes here, so I'll go and we'll take a few frames of each of the bikes and do some explanations. Quick one of a reasonably nice Mark 1 Rocket 3, not the power set really. But anyway, on the road and ridden here, so good to see. The last of the real BSAs, Triumph Adventurer. First time I've seen one of these on the road for a few years. But yeah, nice looking bike, and again, ridden here across the Lincolnshire Wells, so good to see it. And finally, from the pick of this lot, here's a power set bike. Although maybe not quite. Bit confusing really, because this is a Thunderbolt and it's a 72 model with a KG engine number, but in Etruscan bronze. So a bit confusing really. One, I didn't think they built Thunderbolts for the 72 model year, and two, I thought all Thunderbolts were in sterling moss and Old English white. I'll just check that up when I get home, because I'm pretty sure sterling moss wasn't listed as a 72 colour, along with the fact that oh, maybe I'm wrong. I'll need to check whether the Thunderbolts were built. But certainly Etruscan bronze was a 72 colour, but not in this paint style, i.e. the tank and side panels were all Etruscan bronze, there were no white. But anyway, there it is, again in good condition, and ridden here today in the autumn and out on the road, so again good to see it. There's an interesting bike. You think from a distance that this is power set, maybe a B25. However, it's a B44, well modified. A lot of engineering gone into this. It's been converted to oil in frame, but it's matching numbers B44 Victor. So not the power set, but nevertheless another nice bike, and ridden here today. Looks really good. Another nice bike, very late, Commando, electric start, interstate, large tank, a great road burner. I've heard lots of good stories about these, but I have never ridden a Commando, and that's got to be on the bucket list at some point, but nice bike.